procrastination. I stopped saying I've got to wait for good things to happen to me, and I said I'm going to grind. I'm going to fight. I'm going to work. I'm going to press toward. I'm going to learn. I'm going to do everything in my power every single day. I'm going to do everything in my power to become a victor and not a victim.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Patrick, and in today's video, it's going to be an in-depth video. I'm going to be running you guys through how I do my programming, how I made my programming, and basically just like what my programming personally is and why I do it, how I do it. And if you guys know me, you know that I would classify myself as a power builder, where someone that trains strength and then focuses on also building the muscle itself. I wouldn't say I'm too much of a bodybuilder where I only focus on muscle growth. I wouldn't say I'm a power lifter where, I specifically focus on numbers and I don't care about really what I look like. I'd say I'm a mix in between, which is why I would call myself a power builder. And basically, it's a mix between powerlifting and bodybuilding. So you have two focuses, one being getting stronger on, your compound lifts and just kind of overall. And then the other focus is building muscle mass. So being a power builder, you want to do both these things at the same time. And the reason why you would be a power builder is because a lot of powerlifters that I've seen, on Instagram, they pull insane amount of weight. They can bench a ton, they squat a ton, but like their aesthetic wise is not very appealing. They don't really look like they even lift at all. And then the same thing goes with kind of bodybuilders where they look sick, but they can't move a lot of weight. So it's kind of an easy medium where you move a respectable amount of weight and then you can chase those PRs and have that fun time of, going all out 1 rep maxes and stuff. And then you have the other side of, bodybuilding where you work towards, building up an aesthetic physique, building some symmetry, building definition, all that stuff. So basically for my programming, I start my workouts with a compound lift, whether that be a squat, bench, or deadlift, depending on the day. Sometimes I'll even mix in a seated barbell press as a compound lift, and then some other type of squat, maybe a front squat, I'll count that as a compound, but I'll always start my workouts with one compound lift, and then I work my way up to a top set, usually with a rep range between 1 to 5 reps, and I'll use a weight between 85 to 100% of my 1 rep max, and then I'll just pull out my calculator and then do a quick calculation for that. And then after my compound lifts, I'll move over to what I call an accessory lift, where I'll pick 3 more exercises per muscle group, depending on which day of the split it is. So if it's a push day, I'll pick 3 other chest exercises, 3 other shoulder exercises, and then 3 other tricep exercises. And then the way I organize it for push would be I start with chest, then I switch to shoulders, then I'll go back to chest, back to shoulders, back to chest, back to shoulders. That way I just have rest in between different exercises, and I'm not fully fatiguing my chest or my shoulders by going 3 chest in a row, 3 shoulder in a row, 3 tricep in a row. So I'll basically split it up like that. And then after the compounds is where I switch these accessory types, and I'll focus more on a mind-muscle connection. Even though I do progressively overload on these, I don't worry only about numbers. This is just like the half where I focus more on bodybuilding style. So I worry about mind-muscle connection, time under tension, really feeling it, and I'm not really worrying about just getting the weight up and down. This time I really want to tear the muscle up and really, work towards some bodybuild style growth. And for these accessory lifts, this is where I'll go in that 3 to 4 sets range, and I'll have about a 2-minute rest time, whereas my compounds, I'll do 5 minutes of rest, and I'll alternate between 8 to 12 reps with this, sometimes even going to 15. And then after, I work towards more type of accessories, really isolation. So whereas if, in order, I would do like maybe bench first as my compound, then let's say incline dumbbell, a couple of different shoulder workouts, but still using some sort of, chest and shoulders while you're doing these other movements. And then later in the workout, I'll go toward isolation work where, you're hitting specifically your triceps or, specifically biceps, depending on the day, of course. And then I'll work towards that in usually a 10 to 15 rep range, focus on bodybuilding, focus on tearing the muscle up, focus on my muscle connection. So this is basically how I program. If you want my in-depth workout program where I give you exact exercises, exact sets, exact reps, you can DM me over on Instagram, and I'm offering it at a discounted rate before I fully launch my website. So message me if you're interested in that. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like rating, comment other video ideas you have. And that's it for me. Peace.